Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel where we talk all about yoga. Subscribe to the channel down below before we start and find me on Instagram, which I'm gonna leave up on the screen here in the description box below, and let's go ahead and start. Are you thinking of doing a yoga teacher training? Then this is the video for you. I wish I had somebody to tell me all the information I'm gonna give to you in this video when I was looking for my yoga teacher training course. I have a few tips for you, and the first one is you need to choose which style of yoga you want to train in. Is it gonna be Ashtanga? Is it gonna be Vinyasa Flow? Is it gonna be Hatha Yoga? Choose one and then go from there. And then you can research all the yoga studios and schools that do the training for this style of yoga that you wanna train in. Then the next step is to pick the accreditation organization of your choice. There is the British Wheel of Yoga, which is for Britain only. Surprise, surprise. So the UK, you can teach in the UK with that. I don't believe it is accepted globally, but it might depend on the school you are teaching in. But then again, if you want to teach globally or move from country to country, that's probably not the correct accreditation for you. And then there is Yoga Alliance, which is the biggest yoga accreditation company worldwide, and then they have like a few branches in there, like Yoga Professionals, and I don't remember the other one. I'm sorry, I have to look it up. I might leave it on the screen. So yeah, depending if you want to teach in the UK only, if you are UK based, or if you want to move from country to country and your certification needs to be acknowledged globally, then I would probably go with Yoga Alliance. Then the next step is to decide on your schedule, see what days you have available and how much time you have available, and then pick a course that fits your schedule. For example, I was working full-time in an office job when I did my yoga teacher training, so I only had the weekends off. Even a course that was on Friday evenings and then Saturday, Sunday didn't suit me because there was no time to get from the office to the yoga studio on Friday evenings. Literally no time. I had to commute like an hour to go there, so I wouldn't catch the course. So I had to pick another one that was weekends only, 3 to 4 weekends a month, and it was a 4-month intensive course. Then, depending on your schedule, you will have to decide on the intensity of the course as well. As I said, mine was a 4th-month course, but usually you can find 6-month and then a year or even a 2-year course, depending on how much time you want to devote to your training or how much time you have available. It's worth noting that the first certification in yoga is 200 hours. So anything less than that is not gonna give you the proper certificate to be able to teach. So usually like 100 hours or less is like they call it a foundation course. You don't have to do that before going to the training. You can just go straight into the training and do the 200 hours, which is quite a lot, I have to say. Some of it is theoretical, obviously. Some of it is practical, and then you have something like a 20-hour. I don't remember how they call it, but it's basically like study at home, where you have to actually study, and then write essays or whatever every course demands in order to give you the certificate. Then the next thing is you should check if you like the modules taught. So if you go to, let's say, a yoga school's website and then you find their course, usually they have a list of the modules taught in the yoga teacher training, and then you can see maybe even the schedule. So, and I mean, if the accreditation is by Yoga Alliance, usually they have some standards that they want the school to meet in order to give you the certification. For example, you will have to do to reach a certain level of anatomy knowledge and some other stuff like philosophy of yoga, maybe history of yoga, stuff like that. But then different schools might do different modules. So depending on your preferences, just check that, and yeah, you might find something that you like better than another school, and so on. Obviously, the next thing is to check the price. There is a possibility that you can, if you have the time, obviously, you can go to another country and do the training if you know the language, because sometimes that can be cheaper. For example, I'm from Greece originally, although I live in London, and I could have gone to Greece to do like a 1 month super intensive yoga teacher training course, and that would cost me I'm quite sure half the money that it cost me in London. But as I said, I was working in an office job full time, and I didn't have the amount of annual leave in order to go away for a whole month and train in yoga. So unfortunately, yeah. Also, along with checking the price, you can check if they have any perks in case you can pay the full amount in advance. For example, my school, they were giving you the books for free, and I think a free CPD course of your choice for the future, and something else, I don't remember what it was, if you pay the full amount in advance. So if that's something that interests you, maybe check that out as well. Another thing maybe you should do is read the reviews of that yoga teacher training, or maybe even the yoga school, to see what other students are saying. I think this is the most useful part. I always do that. You might find some things that you haven't thought of before, or maybe something that the students really like that you can't even tell from the website, or maybe some problem they faced, or whatever it is. It's always good to check the review. So Google blah 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 studio or school, and then reviews, and I'm sure you're gonna find something there. And last but not least, I would recommend talking to the school. Maybe phone them up and have a chat with them, and you can ask anything you want about the course. Usually everyone's really helpful, and yeah, you can ask them if they have any entry requirements. Usually they don't. Most studios ask you to have just the basic knowledge, like know what a downward facing dog is. And for me, they asked me how many years I have been practicing, and at that point I had been practicing something like 9 or almost 10 years. They asked me if I know the sun salutations A and B, which I did, but that's not a requirement, because we had people on the course with not even 6 months of practicing yoga before, and they jumped straight into a yoga teacher training for their own reasons, and they didn't know much, but they did all right. So yeah, depending on the school requirements, you can ask them that or anything else that you liked. And obviously you can ask me any questions, and if I know, I'm gonna answer them in the comments below. Let me know how you found your training, yoga teacher training, and if you've done it or if you're thinking about it. I would love to chat with you. Subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up because it helps me massively. Maybe even share it with your friends. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye!